So I'm not gonna lie. When I went into this movie, I was like, here we go, we're gonna get another Oblivion film by Tom Cruise. Then the movie finished and I walked out of the theater, I was like, damn, was I fucking wrong. Edge of Tomorrow. So Edge of Tomorrow is a new Tom Cruise film and it's directed by Doug Liman. He directed the films of The Bourne Identity and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm not going to tell you what this film is really about because in the trailers they do kind of tell you, but they don't tell you the full story. I want you guys to go in not knowing what the story is really about, because once you see this film, you're like, wow, I was amazed by that because this film is so original, so refreshing, different, and this movie is really good. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the trailers of Edge of Tomorrow, I was like, again, another Oblivion Tom Cruise. Are you really serious? You're gonna go at it again? Another... Yeah, watch this. This movie's gonna suck. Next thing you know, people start saying this movie's actually pretty good. So I'm like, alright, I'll go in with an open mind. As halfway into the movie, I'm just like, boy, was I wrong. This movie is fantastic. First off, the directing in this movie is really good. The special effects, the visual effects are great. The action scenes are awesome. What's cool about Edge of Tomorrow is that it feels like you're playing a video game, but in a good way. For example, it's not like Battle Los Angeles, where it feels like you're playing Call of Duty. But the thing is that Call of Duty, you get tired of it like in 5 minutes, and in Battle Los Angeles, you get tired of it in 5 minutes. But in Edge of Tomorrow, it's just so unique, so different, and it catches you off guard where you're like, whoa, this is actually awesome. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Tom Cruise, but it's just that in the couple of films that he's been in recently, they haven't particularly wowed me. The only film that particularly wowed me from him was Mission Impossible 4 that came out in 2011. But in my opinion, Edge of Tomorrow is one of Tom Cruise's best films in recent years. It's so different. And I'm going to say this film's quite original. Imagine you're playing a video game, and then you're in this level, and it's so difficult, you die, you're like, ah, damn. I need to do it a different way. Then you go it again, you're like, oh, okay, I'm a little bit far into it. Then you die, you're like, damn it. You get so frustrated, you go at it so many times, and you're like, ah, God, how am I going to pass it? Next thing you know, wait a minute. If I do this, wait a minute, this was how I was doing wrong. Okay, so I got to pay attention. That's how Edge of Tomorrow kind of is. Kind of. Emily Blunt kicked some serious ass. She stood her own against Tom Cruise, and in some cases, she stole some more scenes than Tom Cruise. Not to say Tom Cruise didn't give a great performance, she gave an awesome performance. Emily Blunt, you buy the fact that she can kick ass. She's not like one of those girls like, what are you talking about? I'm tough. What are you talking about? You don't mess with me, I'll beat your ass. She's not like that where you don't buy it. You buy the fact because of her background, her character development, and you root for her, you root for Tom Cruise. The chemistry between her and Tom Cruise is really great because they're so different, but yet it works so well into the film. And that's what I really like about this film. Doug Liman, he gave so much depth to these two characters and some of the other characters as well. I know that a lot of people think this movie's gonna suck and people are probably skipping this film. Please, right now, if you're watching this review and you're like, yeah, maybe this film's not bad, I'm urging you guys, go see Edge of Tomorrow. It's a really good film. I want this film to do well because it has terrible marketing. I mean, the trailers never really looked that good, and some of the posters, and it's like, live, die, repeat. What the hell? This movie needed better marketing. Whoever's in charge of the marketing of this film should be fired because you guys fucked up. This movie is fantastic, and here's how I'm going to give Edge of Tomorrow an A. It's one of the best films of the year. Yeah, one of the best films of the year. I highly recommend this film to everyone. If you think this movie's going to suck, trust me, just go into it, and you're going to be surprised of how original this film is, how great it is, how the acting, the visual effects, the action scenes are all so great, and you're going to be like, wow, I was wrong. This film is really great. So that is my review on Edge of Tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have a nice day.